Hello and welcome to Emily Divine. I'm not going to waste too much time introducing myself. If you are new here, welcome to the space. I'm glad we have finally found one another. So today's reading is just another reading off the roof. Just basically divine intervention at play. If you stumble across this video on your timeline, you have to see what is in the messages. Let me move that. With that being said, I've already shuffled the deck off of camera, but I'm going to continue to shuffle while I go over the basics. So, the basics of tarot is not everyone will, the basics of these collective readings is not everyone will resonate with everything. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. There's no gender in tarot. And tarot can be read in either direction, so make sure you are switching roles whenever necessary. And by that I mean, say that I reference a situation to you and the situation's familiar, but it's not you that is going through that particular situation. Make sure that you are switching roles whenever necessary. That's what that basically means. With that being said, if you were doing anything like myself, shuffling cards, will you please set that aside and empty your hands, bow your head, and join me in a quick prayer. Spirit, Archangel Michael, God, the Divine, I ask for your wisdom, advice, protection, and intuition. May I be a vessel of communication to those who need it the most. May my videos appear on the screens of those who need to hear your messages the most. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Alright, so let's dive into it. How are y'all today? I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a couple days since I've done some readings, but I'm back. So let's get into it. So we're going to burn 2. We got a 1. Burn 1. Burn 1. Burn 1. And then burn another one. Those are our burn cards. Alright, so we have 5 cards here for you today. This is the collective reading for anyone who stumbles across this video. I encourage you to stick around and watch the rest of it. So we have 5 cards. Let me move the remainder of the deck out the way. This is going to be your main focus card. This is going to be your cause. This is going to be your effect card. This is going to be your lesson behind the whole circumstance. And this is supposed to be what you are unable to see. What is going on behind closed doors. What is being said that you are unaware of. Something that you are not aware of. Because duh, that's what you came here for, right? Alright, so number 1. This is our main focus, our main highlight for the reading, whatever you need to, whatever we're basically talking about, what area of your life we're speaking on. Cause, this is the why we are bringing this up in this reading. This is why it is being, called to pay attention to the details of. This is the effects. This is what's going to happen if you, are obedient, not really obedient, because you're talking about the universe, but if you are one with divine and allow this to happen, this is what's going to come out of it in the return. Now this card, this is your lesson. This is the lesson that you're supposed to learn out of all of whatever we are speaking on today. This card is what you were unable to see, what is going on behind closed doors, anything that you were unaware of. And that is very important to this reading, or the scenario that the reading is, going on about. Now, nonetheless, let's begin. Spirit, what do we have for today's collective reading for the main focus, the main highlight? I'm going to go ahead and flip them all over, and then we're going to go through them one by one. So what do we have for the main focus, the highlight for today's collective reading? Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Wands. Let me get my camera to focus. Yes, we got the Four of Wands. That is your main focus for today's reading. So we are talking kind of about stability, financial, or not financials, but foundations. Stability, balance, foundations, being grounded. Number 2, this is your cause card. Cause, effect, lesson, and what you cannot see. Focus. So, Spirit, what do we have for today's collective on the cause? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, something may be on the horizons of disturbing your home life, your family life, your marriage. If some of you are married, there may be some kind of something coming to shake you guys up. Spirit, what do we have for the cause or the effect card? So this is a highlight, cause, effect, lesson, what you cannot see. Spirit, what do we have for the effect card for today's collective? Thank you, Spirit. The Devil. Oh, card. My phone's not, my camera's not focusing. The Devil in reverse. Spirit, what do we have for the lesson for today's collective reading? Spirit, thank you. Temperance. And last but not least, while you guys are here, what is going on behind today's, whomever is watching today's collective reading, what's going on behind their back? What's going on behind closed doors? What are they unable to see? Thank you, Spirit. 6 of Cups. Ooh, wee, child. I'm gonna have to light up a cigarette for this one. So, warning or disclaimer, if you are trying to quit smoking or you are a former cigarette smoker, you won't see the cigarette, but you might hear it, I guess. Anyways, let's move on. So we're talking about how number 1, the first card that I pulled in this spread is the 4 of Wands. Now, wands are all about imagination or things that really can't be described as in like inanimate objects or things you can see, feel, or that normal senses, normal of the 5 senses, and traditional human senses, hearing, tasting, seeing, whatever, they are unable to be acknowledged by those senses. I don't know why I gave that definition, but yeah, wands is all about like imagination and creativity, stuff like that. But 4 of Wands, on the other hand, 4 of Wands is all about encouragement. It's all about being rewarded about something. It's kind of like a celebration card, so that's good. So if I was you, any kind of sort of celebration, I would be on the lookout. I would be very extra cautionary about what you're celebrating. Maybe it's too good to be true, I'm not sure. Just know that when things don't work out as planned, could it be, or could it possibly be that there's something more waiting for you on the other side of that? And some of that may cause for closing old doors so you can open new ones, right? Because you can't open new ones without closing old ones, correct? Yes. We can all agree. Yes. So, yeah, what would you be celebrating this, this week? What's something that's you are happy that, or something that was achieved, possibly by you, possibly by your partner? Was there some sort of work promotion, some sort of job finished? What are you celebrating? What are you so thrilled about? And I'm telling you this now, I'm not trying to be a killjoy, but be cautious. You can still enjoy whatever it is to the fullest, just without being foolish with the people that you are, or that are quote unquote celebrating with you. So that's your highlight. It's a focus card for today's reading. Your cause card, cause, effect, lesson, what you cannot see. Your cause card, today's collective, is the Ten of Cups. Now, Cups is all about love, relationships, emotional fulfillment, connections, bonds, relationships. But the Ten of Cups is about deep connections. It's about commitment, the commitment part of relationships. It's about emotional abundance, being fulfilled emotionally. I'm sorry that, there's basically, well, there's actually more than two people. I'm sorry. I thought there was only a man and a woman on here, but including there's a rainbow as well. So I don't know what I was getting at by that, but emotional abundance is pretty much just feeling content, like you've succeeded and you've got everything you ever wanted out of life. You can be yourself, and basically the way to determine that, what I just said previously to being yourself, is if you're allowed to be yourself, that's a great indicator that you should be very thankful about your situation and that people love you unconditionally. I'm going to read this little thing about Ten of Cups for you today, guys, okay? It says, I have gone through an array of emotions in life and have learned to connect with them, to explore them, and to heal them. I have learned to restore balance and harmony within. My commitment to self-love and expansion allows me to offer an in-depth connections in times of my happiness, or joy and happiness, of my joy and happiness. My heart is full of pure emotional wisdom, positivity emits from me, and people feel a magnetic pull to my radiant, comforting energy. I'm complete as I am here and now. I ask myself, do I feel connected to my full value and worth? Okay, so we are seeing that some kind of deep connection, some kind of romance is going to suffer because of your lack of responsibility when it comes to healing parts of you that it may not be your partner's fault why you have to heal these parts of you. It may not even be your fault that you have to heal these parts of you. It could be your parents' fault. It can be somebody else's fault. But it's 100% your fault if you don't do something about it now that you're an adult. And it will cost you a lot of good relationships because not everybody is built to, give their heart fully and unconditionally like you do, in comparison to maybe like a high school sweetheart or your first love. People get tired of that shit, man. Excuse me. I had to get a drink there. So far we've learned that there's some kind of celebration going on when it comes to maybe a relationship or a romance, something maybe you two succeeded together in doing, or something that was accomplished by you. I don't know, something, I feel like it was something that has been going on for a long time, like you two have been working on this for a while. And I'm just saying, not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but just be cautionary. People can paint a really good image. People can sell really, beautiful dreams all day long. People can sell water to a well. Now, we're going to move on to the effect part of this. Since we've already done the cause, focus, cause, effect, lesson, behind closed doors. So your lesson, the effect card, I'm all over the place, is the Devil in reverse. Now the Devil is part of the major arcana, and the Devil, basically, it's how do I say this without freaking anybody out? It's not gonna freak you out, but the fact that I'm trying to express or tell you what this card represents, but I'm trying to tell you in the way that it represents in an upright position. So just try to keep it out of your mind that this is in reverse, and I'll get to that in a moment. The Devil is all about temptation. It's all about persuasion and conditioning. So this is the effect of this falling down and this is the reason that you need to, this is the aspect of your life that you need to be focusing on in order to fix this, so this doesn't happen, because you've got somebody that really does love you, but they just don't have the capacity to have to deal with something that unstable and unsure and authentic, I guess you would say. Here's a little something for the devil card, okay? It says, I'm in tune with my passionate desires and the ones that lead me astray. I am my strongest advocate. I consciously work to bring myself back into alignment. When illusions and life's beautiful limitations seduce me, I call upon a higher power to redirect my urges and temptations to my actions serve my highest best. I am proud of myself for courageously knowing the difference. I become empowered when freeing myself of that which does not serve me, knowing that I deserve more. Ask yourself, is it possible to forgive yourself for making mistakes and honor that each mistake helped you to learn, grow, and it helped you to realign with your inner strength and your personal power? Are you able to consciously grab that aspect when it comes to this situation? Are you consciously ready to grab? It's not skirt, hold on, rewind, scratch out everything I just said. It's more of a question. Are you ready to do this? Because it's not like you make a decision and you just get it. Okay, now you can say that you made a decision to embrace something. No, it's a process. You're just taking the first step that you actually want to do something about it and grasp that part of you that may have been damaged a long time ago. You may have to dig very, very deep into your past to unveil that side so you could properly heal it again before you're able to put it back away. Does that make sense? Moving on to the lesson card. Your lesson card for today is Temperance. This is your lesson, and then this is what you cannot see. This is what's going on behind closed doors. Now, Temperance. What does Temperance got to do with all of this? Temperance is about balance. It's about moderation, and it's like divine timing. Now, moving on to the lesson part. Like I said, you got Temperance. Temperance is all about divine timing. It's all about everything's supposed to happen for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason, even though you may not always know that reason. I feel like Temperance is something that you've already learned and you were able to grasp easily. That's why it was presented in this reading like it was, because it's like, oh, I feel like a lot of you is like, oh, okay, I can do that. I can faithfully lean on the universe. I've been doing that my whole entire life. That's no big deal. So, I don't know. I just felt the need to share that before I read this little excerpt, okay? It says, as I let life flow through me, the divine channels its light in all that I do. I have faith in the universe's process, and I trust in its timing. I allow the universe to lead my way as I continue to be the alchemical master of my life, learning to balance and heal all aspects of my inner self and bring my mind, body, and spirit connection into harmony. I am the essence of stillness, patience, and compassion. When I allow myself to drop into the flow, life feels easier and is led with divine purpose. The divine flows through you. Trust the workings of the universe. Yes. So, like we just got through discussing, that's something easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. So moving on, this is why you guys are here. What are you unable to see right now? What's going on behind closed doors with today's collective? You got the Six of Cups. So at least it's an upright. I don't have to spend too much time explaining that. So, as we were saying about the Ten of Cups, we know that Cups is all about love. It's all about emotions, relationships, people in your life that you care deeply about, people that you have emotional bonds with, people that love you, people that you love, etc. The Six of Cups is all about memories, though. It's all about nostalgia and your comfort. So what you're unable to see is that you're unable to see how it affects you in a relationship because you were so dead set on not letting anything from your past affect this new life of yours. But It's okay to be strong, but you need to be strong enough to realize whenever you need to back down and stop that you're unconsciously doing something that you're not intentionally trying to do every waking moment, but you're doing it and you're not aware of it. You think that you've got it under control and that you're not doing it whenever you probably are doing it the most. It's become such a natural instinct for you that it's almost unrecognizable or unidentifiable, because it's something natural for you, and it's going to take a lot of work digging through this. I am praying for you. I'm sending you good vibes. I do want to read you this little thing about the Six of Cups before we go. As I reflect, or remind you, this is what you were unable to see. So it's going to take a lot of work, more work than you think. So please keep this in mind and make sure that you are mentally ready to, receive all of what you were supposed to receive from digging into that part of you. In the meantime, I suggest explaining to your partner what's going on and telling them that they don't have to wait on you, and you're not expecting them to wait on you to get yourself together, but you explain to them how, actually don't explain anything. Explain what I just said about what's going on with you, and you'll be able to see their true colors by how they respond. So that's just me. As I reflect and drift away into happy thoughts of my past, my inner child is sparked. I reconnect with a sense of romanticized energy and joy. As I transport back to the atmosphere that feels magically spellbound, I recreate memories of nostalgia and merriment. These moments in time are precious and help shape who I am. I am mindful that memories can conjure all types of emotions, and I can harness and receive or recreate the same sensation while living in the present. Take with that what you will, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you're unable to see. And this is probably the first reading I've done this spread, and it's been something that you are unable to see about yourself. How interesting is that? It's interesting, and it's not any other negative word that you could say. It's not sad, it's not pathetic. It's interesting, and it's a learning experience. And by you going through this and, accepting it as a learning experience, is helping others. Anyone who sees this video and is ever in that particular situation is going to benefit from your understanding and you being here. This reading could be just for one of you out here. I don't know. It could be for 50 of you. It could be for 100 million. Who knows? But there's someone out there that will benefit from hearing this or hearing that. This is something you are unable to see about yourself. This is the lesson, divine timing. This is the effect card. This is the devil. This is your temptations, your burdens, the things that you feel like you are completely out of control about, or have no control over in your life, those are non-existent. This is the effect, or the cause. The cause of this is a shakeup with some kind of relationship that you have in your life that is holding you back. And this right here, the focus, this is what you are focusing on that is keeping you from seeing this. You see how they're both at, each end of the spread? That's how it all comes back around. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. If you're interested in checking out any of my shadow work, please check out my website. All the links are located in below. If you enjoyed today's reading, please leave a comment or consider even subscribing. I would love to have you at the space. Until next time, peace.